What I'm teaching you today, Keba Eskevivala, is spiritual intelligence. This is not a sermon. What's the use of sermons? So you then begin to see. So what could she teach him? My mother will say, when we're there, we're younger. And I'm like, Mommy, no, we don't want this bag. Look at the bag that all my friends are carrying. My mother will say, now food, when mama gets, now you take the feeding picking. It is the food a mother has that she feeds her child with. What I don't have, I can't give you. She could not give Jacob anything else but how she had learned to survive in life. So a man that was designated by God to be the carrier of a covenant dangerous to the kingdom of darkness was raised by a woman broken by the doctrines of sorcery from her father's house. This is the story of many of us. You carry something so great on the inside of you. But that which has become the tutelage of your life is the brokenness of your father, your mother, your nation, and this generation's culture. And so you sit there. You who were supposed to be the billionaire that is called to be the richest man in Africa. You sit there saying, you know, Kenya economy, what's your business with Kenya's economy? There are many people who dwell in this world by navigating the global economy. You are still here insulting president that cannot add 10 shillings to your account. Reduce the weight of the power of your covenant to the politics and the legislations of men. Do you recognize that there was a time when there was famine, and those who carried covenant in the Bible were consistently marked by their capacity to dig new wells in dryness, to break out in plenty in famine? Have you ever considered that the pressures of your land, they are supposed to be the thing that evoke the covenant of plenty on the inside of you? But when there are no fathers who mirror the warfare of prosperity and show you that I am Isaac, I am Abraham, I came out of my father's house, came out of my people, came out of my land, walked away with nothing, but I stand as the bearer of the covenant of nations. You cannot be poor in life. Abraham says, dig again, there is yet a well. So even though he is dead, he yet speaks in the faith that he mirrored to Isaac. Can Isaac hear? Can Isaac remember? When you are dealing with bloodline blessings, you do not become the one that carries the scepter in your time because you are the next in line. You become the one that carries the scepter in your time because you are the one that remembers the covenant with much weight in your inside. And you are willing to fight for its manifestation above your brothers. This is why when Elijah died, the person who got the mandate was not the one who started the school of the prophets with him. The person who carried the mantle was the one who pursued him till the end. The limitation of our generation is not the availability to volunteer, it's the lack of the strength to pursue to the end. Apostle, say I love you, I love you. Apostle, say I love you, I love you. Apostle, say I love you. Then the first day I said to you, what was that thing you did? No, you can't act like that. Kings and rulers don't behave like that. Phew, you are vanished. Then you, who chased me for 1 year, we have the audacity to block me. May God not block your destiny. You know, we are all nice now and liberal, but we forget to teach the next generation that we are not mates in the spirit. If you like, call me sis. There's some don't even, sorry, please, let me put my shoe once again for this. I want to ask a question, please, help me. Please, with all respect, I want to ask, what is the problem that East Africans have with greeting? Kenyans especially. Somebody said it's because there were no kings. Such a lack of honor. Great at political protocol, but poor in interpersonal honor. Oh yes, woman of God, let me carry your bag. Let me wear your shoe. Yes, the protocol that man sees. But interpersonal relationships are quick to forget weight. I've never in my life seen any other country like that. So I just stand back and look. When they send me messages sometimes on Instagram, are you going to be adjusted? So I say, good afternoon to you too. Who is your mate? Because I'm wearing bone straight and tight dress does not mean we are friends. Who is your sis? I was casting out demons before you even knew they existed. Can I talk? But you have to understand that God said, what will keep the promised land for the next generation is for them to understand honor. Not as an appearance of submission, but as a spiritual system, as a gate and as a highway that delivers the strength of the labor of a former generation. And I teach this very often. When God said to Abraham, and said to Moses, tell them to honor their fathers and their mothers, so that their days may be long in the land I am giving to them. The word for honor is the Hebrew word kabod. Many of us say kabod, but we say kabod in relation to the weight of his glory, the weight of his presence. But you see, the word kabod comes from the way that the Jews used to measure. Now, they had those scales that were on two sides. And on one side of the scale, they will put a known weight. Gold, silver, or bronze. They knew the value of gold, silver, or bronze. It was the known weight. They will put it on one side. And then they will carry the other thing they want to weigh and put it on the other side. If when they put it, the thing that they were weighing went up like this and the gold came down, they will say, in comparison to the weight of gold, the glass is XYZ. If the glass came down and the gold went, they will say, in comparison to the weight of gold, the glass is weightier. It is 3 times the weight of gold. Does somebody understand what I'm saying? That was the measuring scale they used. Now, what I want to say to you is that known weight that was used to measure the unknown was called the kabod. So when God said to Moses, tell the children to kabod their fathers and their mothers, he was saying, tell them to know the weight of the former generation. If they don't, they will not know their own weight. And if they don't know their own weight, they may receive the promise because another generation labored to give it to them, but they will never be able to keep it. The God that told Moses, tell them to kabod their parents. Do you know what he was looking at the parents doing at that time? They were building golden cows. He told Moses, command the children to know the weight of fathers and mothers that are building idols.